would have loved it, man. We have Dr. Dennis Howard. How are you, sir? How are you, sir?
I'm great. I
noticed him don't have no COVID beard.
What you say? No
COVID beard.
The COVID-19, take it away. Dennis, welcome on board. I mean, we could never do a program on Channel 1. In fact, a man called me this morning and said, Dr. Howard is going to be on the show. I said, what do you mean? You have to go bring him up from Jamaica there.
Send a special helicopter for you.
We haven't send a special plane for you. But Channel 1, Dennis, I mean, as a man who not only your old man brought you in from a liquor boy and a short pants and the music thing, and then you go, you put your hand in the thing, and then you go to school, go start. Talk to me about Channel 1. The importance of Channel 1 in Jamaica's music.
Critical. It was one of the innovative periods just after the rocksteady period, and we're going into reggae. And it was the Channel 1 was a laboratory. It was a laboratory where a lot of experimentation and innovation came about. But the foundation of it all for the Channel 1 people is the sound system. And amazingly, despite the fact that Channel 1 was a hardcore reggae and early dancehall stable, the sound system that they had wasn't a hardcore sound system.
It was a soul
set.
Yeah,
it was a soul set. Yeah, it was Channel 1 disco.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't a high power or a high fi, which was the name that was affixed to roots and hardcore dancehall sets.
Right.
And some of the men who became engineers in the studio started out on the system.
Right.
You know, in fact, a brutal soldier Hamilton, he was a soldier at the time who was one of the engineers at Channel 1. Channel 1 went to a session played at a session up at Up Park Camp. And soldier come down with them and never go back.
A1. The man was A1.
Hold on. So he get a taste of the sound and he decides
I love it.
Give up soldier in.
Yeah, man.
Wow.
You know, I think Bonnie Tom Tom was also one of the selectors on the set, if I'm correct. But look at the engineers. Let's look at the engineers when I say it is a laboratory. Overton Brown, scientist, went there for a while. Peter Chemist was there. Brutal Soldier Hamilton, Bonnie Tom Tom. Ernest himself was not a slouch in the engineering section also. And these are some. Barnabas. Barnabas was known for his famous drum splash, because this was the place where the dub aesthetic was integrated into the music, into the reggae music. You know that before that it was Tubbies and people like Errol Thompson and Augustus Pablo. And an interesting thing, you know, the original Augustus Pablo was Herman Chinlay.
Yes, I know that, from Aquarius Records, right.
Yeah, because they had started to develop the dub thing, and he did a dub album and called himself Augustus Pablo. And then Horace Swaby took on the moniker.
Right. In fact, he said
Augustus Pablo.
Yeah, he said Swaby came into the record shop one day with the harmonica.
Yeah.
And he said to him, that's the kind of the approach that Herman Chinlay had. Down to earth. Well, I'm not too much older than most of these youngsters who are getting into the business. And but for a Chinaman, he really was not unprepared to experiment. And Garth Swaby, as you said, took on the Augustus Pablo.
Horace.
Garth is
there. Yeah, Garth is the sound man.
And Garth, in fact, became the one who pushed Horace and his career as well. But we want to focus. Back on Channel 1.
Yeah, so I'm saying that was where all of these great engineers who started to put the dub aesthetic into the music. And this was the early beginnings of dancehall, because those effects of pushing up the fader like a sound system, boop, 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 and them type of stuff there,
right.
and putting a lot of echo in the songs and putting it on vocals, which was kind of, not the norm. After Channel One was a place that took it up after the work of Lee Scratch Perry and Cubbies, and really integrate it into the music and not just make it be a separate kind of dub experience.
Hi there. If you enjoyed that clip, go on over to our website at yardmedia.com, where you can watch the entire broadcast at your leisure. And while you're there, why don't you check out our other reggae music features? And before you leave, pick up some of our Jamaican reggae merchandise, and hey, don't forget to tell your friends.
My name is Garth, otherwise known as Big G.
My name is Richie, Blackford.